When I received her message, I read it again and again, hoping that maybe I misunderstood it. But the words were clear, cruel, and deliberate. Asterisk, I'm staying at Craig's tonight. Don't wait for me. Asterisk, my hands trembled as I stared at the screen. My wife, the woman I had trusted with everything, had written those words without hesitation, as if my feelings didn't matter. I felt my chest tighten, but I swallowed the pain and steadied my breathing. For years, I had given her all I could, my loyalty, my time, my patience. Even in our arguments, I never once doubted her faithfulness. Now, in one blunt sentence, she destroyed the foundation of everything we had built. I didn't call her, I didn't beg for an explanation. Instead, I sat in silence, letting the weight of betrayal sink in. I thought back to the small signs I had ignored. The late nights she claimed were work dinners, the sudden interest in dressing up for no reason, the way her phone never left her hand. I had brushed it all aside, telling myself she was just stressed or needed space. Now it all made sense. She hadn't needed space, she had already found someone else to fill it. The rage came slowly, mixed with sorrow, but I knew anger alone wouldn't solve anything. I needed to act with clarity. If she wanted Craig, then she could have him, but she would not continue to have me. I refused to play the role of a blind, forgiving husband who lived under her shadow of lies. That night, I packed a small bag and drove to my brother's house. I didn't tell him the details, only that I needed to stay the night. He didn't ask questions, he just gave me a place to rest. As I lay awake, staring at the ceiling, I made my decision. Tomorrow I would confront her, not with shouting or pleading, but with something far stronger, finality. The next morning, I returned home. She wasn't back yet. Her side of the bed was untouched, confirming what I already knew. I opened the wardrobe, carefully gathering her belongings into boxes. Each dress, each piece of jewelry, each reminder of our years together felt like a knife to the chest, but I kept moving. If she could so easily throw me away, then I could let go of her, too. By afternoon, she walked through the door. Her smile faded when she saw the boxes stacked neatly by the couch. "What's this?" she asked, her voice uneasy. I looked her straight in the eye and said calmly, "It's your life with me, packed and ready to leave." Her face twisted, first in shock, then in defensiveness. She tried to explain, to twist her message into something harmless, but I cut her off. "Don't insult me with lies. You told me where you were last night, and I believe you. That's enough." I could see the panic in her eyes, but it didn't move me anymore. She pleaded, saying it was a mistake, that she didn't mean for it to go this far. But the damage was already carved too deep. Trust, once broken, doesn't heal with words. I told her plainly, "Our marriage ends here. I'll file for divorce tomorrow." Her tears didn't shake me. For the first time in years, I felt a strange sense of control. Painful, yes, but clear. I no longer carried the weight of uncertainty, no longer lived in the shadow of doubt. She had chosen her path, and I had chosen mine. That evening, I handed her the papers I had already prepared with the lawyer's help. She looked at me as if hoping I would hesitate, but I didn't. "Sign them," I said firmly. After a long silence, she finally did. The sound of the pen scratching against the paper felt like a final nail sealing the coffin of our relationship. When she left with her boxes, the house felt both empty and peaceful. There was no laughter, no noise, no signs of her presence anymore, but there was also no more betrayal. Just silence and freedom. It wasn't easy. I grieved for the years I had lost, the love I thought was real. But in that grief, I also found strength. Sometimes the harshest decisions are the ones that save us. She had ended our marriage with a text, but I ended it with dignity. In the end, the divorce was not just an ending, it was my beginning. And as I closed that door forever, I promised myself I would never again accept half-hearted love or silent betrayals. Some wounds heal only when you let go completely.